recently left my job, and it really got me in a mode of reflection. And this video is going to be a lot about that and about how I've been thinking how much you can learn from plants and how similar our lives are in a lot of ways. With that being said, I have a new job, a couple new jobs. I'm in a bit of transitional state. But one thing I've realized recently is to kind of just take a step back. My last job was very consuming in my free time and just spent a lot of time. And I've realized that you need to just, sometimes take a step back and do the things that make you happy, whether that's biking at night in the rain or going on a little trip. Recently, my partner and I went to DC for my birthday trip, but just also to get away. These are pieces in the Hirshhorn. This is from Laurie Anderson's room in the Hirshhorn Museum. If you don't know who Laurie Anderson is, definitely take a look into her. She is phenomenal, amazing artist.
Pick up this flag and what? Wave it.
Going to galleries is something my partner and I do pretty often, kind of no matter where we are. I think a lot of times we're traveling in larger cities, so it's easy, but sometimes, you go to places that don't have a lot of infrastructure for that type of thing, and you still find really cool stuff. Recently, we went to a small town in Virginia, Abingdon, and there were some really small old Appalachian galleries, and they were really phenomenal. So I feel like, you can find something no matter where you are. This is a plant shop we went to. I had to go plant shopping while I was in a major city. I didn't film much in the shop because it was very small and there are a lot of workers everywhere, but I got some cool stuff I'll show you guys soon. This is one of the plants I got, a bonsai mint from South Africa. I'll put the scientific name up, and this is the planter I'm repotting it in. My partner chose the planter, I feel like, a lot of times for the interior design stuff, and because of course we share space. I consult them when I'm getting a planter, and in the shop they picked that one out because I was like, which one do you like? What do you think would look cool? And they really liked this one, so that's what we went with. I'm using traditional bonsai soil mix, and we just happened to get takeout the night before for my birthday, so I just had a chopstick on the table. You can use whatever. You can use like a pencil or pen or butter knife, but essentially, you move the soil around so that it compacts more, and like you should feel it tighten on the plant's roots as you sift through just to break it up, because bonsai soil is typically very loose and you don't want it to be soupy when you water it, of course. And as a topsoil, some people use this as soil mix, but for of course like succulents and stuff, but I use this stuff a lot of times for topsoil. And there it is. So I left my job, right? At a similar time, I got some plants in from California, and after going through the whole shipping process and getting in, they looked damn near dead. They looked awful. And it got me really thinking. It got me thinking about how much we can learn from plants just for like day-to-day stuff and just more life stuff, because I think a lot of people ask me advice on plants, a lot of my friends. And a lot of times it's, they have a plant in their house and they don't know what to do with it because it looks sad and stuff. And, I'm always like very generally, do you water it? What kind of care do you give? Have you looked into what the plant wants from its natural environment, where it's from? But I think people just forget also that plants and humans both are very resilient. And sometimes you just need to change up what is the setting, the surroundings, and you can see a lot of growth. This elephant foot plant here, I'll put a picture up of what it looked like less than a month ago after I cut its dead leaves off. But it looked mostly just like a stump. It had just started getting a little bit of growth. And yeah, but it was less than a month ago. It had practically no leaves. And that's kind of my point, is sometimes you just need to change up something. And I feel like after leaving my recent job that I was at for years, I just felt this horrible feeling as if I had dead leaves on me. I was walking around with dead leaves. And although I'm not in like the best situation ever right now, I didn't leave it for a dream job or anything. I just changed up stuff. It's so nice. It's such a huge weight off of me. And even though, again, I'm not like stoked about my new situation, it gives me the time to focus on other stuff. It gives me the energy to focus on other stuff. And I feel myself growing. I feel like I'm growing new leaves, if you would say. So that's kind of the whole point of this video. You saw the old picture and then the plant, how it's looking less than a month later, and just giving it some love and, not giving up on it goes a long way.